Cats are the worst. No one should love them. That's how I feel about cats.
But we have one, and we love it. We love her so much.
I kind of passively accept her existence.
You're turning this into a song.
I mean, why wouldn't I do that? Okay, so it's been a long time. Again, we're bad at this whole two-parter thing.
We don't do two-parters.
Yeah, we're gonna finish tomorrow in the morning, and then we finish like 3 months later in the morning. Well, in the afternoon, technically. So, we're not good at this, but that's okay.
We're bad YouTubers.
I think we're good one video a week YouTubers, and we're bad at any content level past that YouTuber.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day. I don't know why I can't swallow, oh my god.
Don't die here.
But then you'd have proof to the insurance company that you didn't murder me and then it wasn't fraud.
I guess that's true.
It's true. Although I don't have life insurance, so I guess that doesn't matter.
Maybe we should get you life insurance. Okay?
Okay. So it's been a while, and I think I'm so excited to finish this Lego. It's gonna be awesome. I think this video is slowed down by our like evolution on this idea slowing down.
Because we got really excited about this.
Yeah, because we were like really excited about it, and we are like, this will be really great. And so then I was like, well, you know, I mean, I guess I can start looking into how much this would cost. And then I start like contacting companies. And, like, they're all, like, actually, it just sounds like something that I want to do. And I'm like, oh.
And the ones that do want to do it cost more than our house.
Yeah, like, there was a company where they were like, oh, yeah, we could totally do that. Totally reasonable. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to keep it on the cheap side, you know, we could do it for, like, $500,000. So, you know, I think, so that was one nail in the coffin on this whole idea. We might as well just build while we talk. I mean, that was the plan with this video. I mean,
it's true.
So go ahead and build these little people. But like, the other nail in the coffin of this idea was part of the reasoning of like why this idea would work is that we're like, well, we need a way to like easily get my chair to me and like also have a vehicle to drive that's wheelchair friendly, because like taking Ubers and stuff like that when traveling just doesn't really work very well because people are ableist. And then, you know, I like, well, we need to do it the trailer way. I know we mentioned last half of the video because, you know, we need to do it that way. And then we also, I need a way to just like get my wheelchair to me conveniently. And we're like, okay, well, pickup trucks can tow these things. And it turns out there's like cool systems that like are totally just on the market that can pick up your chair from like the bed of a truck, like open up the top of the bed of the truck and take it around, put it down right next to you, and then you just unhook it and the whole thing goes back. And I'm like, that's really cool. So I email a couple of these companies that do like accessibility features for cars. And so there seems to be this assumption about like accessibility features for cars that like insurance or something will like cover the cost of them. I've gotten this from friends a lot. Like they're like, oh well, has the insurance company just not like upgraded your car yet? And then I have to explain like, no one does these kinds of things for disabled people. Like you have to pay for them yourself.
And then they're outraged. And then they're like, how could that be?
And they're like, well, how much do these things cost? And I'm like, well, I'm emailing a company to find out. And the company replies to me and they're like, yep, This is already on the market system. We won't tell you how much the parts cost, and the company that makes the parts won't tell you how much the parts cost. But in order to have it like installed in a truck that you buy, would cost around, I think they said $48,000. That's before like putting in hand controls or anything like that.
And that's before the truck.
Before the truck.
So we have, a $50,000 truck, add in $48,000 for this police system.
Just for a little claim thing. And just to talk about the markups on these things, when I first started using hand controls, the spinner knob that came like the actual wheel like knob you put on the steering wheel, so you can use it with one hand if you need to do a turn while braking. Like the actual knobs, if you buy it from like I learned if you buy it from like an auto parts store or like truck stop gas station, they're like $10, $12. But I didn't know where to buy them at first, and I was like, well, the first place I'd call is one of these companies that sells accessible things for cars. So I called them and I asked them, how much, and they're like, okay, so like one without, like, you don't need it installed, you don't need like any electronic features or anything. I'm like, nope, just a plastic knob that just sits securely. And they're like, okay, well, let me look at the computer. And they're like, it'll be $120 if you just walk in here and I'll hand you one. Like, these places have 1,000% markup.
And what did you end up buying one for?
On the materials. I bought it for $10 at O'Reilly's. So
I think they apologized for it being so expensive.
Yeah, they said I don't know why this is so expensive. I'm like, honestly, it's fine.
Because after the first one, you're like, whatever, this is
nothing, literally nothing. And so I found, for them to put in ramps into people's vans, usually it costs folks around like, $40,000 to $60,000, a similar amount, like for like a ramp that like that you can use on your own that like actually electronically extends. But there are like a couple companies that do like make ramps and sell directly to consumers. There are very few companies that do it. Almost all of them will only sell to these like certified retailers that mark up the prices, and that company sells theirs for like $4,000 to $6,000. So there seems to be a pattern here of just putting an extra zero on the end of everything when they're actually selling it to people. So that kind of, if it would cost more than a house, then it would just make more sense to buy
a house.
So this dream has kind of died a little bit, but
who knows? Maybe one day we'll be traveling RV YouTubers, because I still would like one.
I know. Well, I don't know, or like even like doing like.
Or we could do our own conversion, if we have motivation. Little nugget.
Dude, that bird is the best bird. We discovered that there's a bird on TikTok named Nugget, who just like screams things like, oh, I dropped it. Because you won't let me. But you already put one. Oh,
I need one
for the tip. Who like randomly screams stuff like, my name is Nugget, and I'm a big fat chicken, and Nugget. And for those of you who don't know, I have Tourette syndrome, and so people's tics kind of change over time. And the tic that I most recently, I guess, lost was I would just shout like the word nugget randomly, or just like include it in random sentences, and just like nugget, 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 nugget. And so like all day, all night, just nugget, 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 nugget. And so I very much appreciate this bird that I feel like stole some portion of my soul. It's a good bird.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
This guy. I don't know what grade. What grade?
It doesn't go there.
What do you mean?
Why would you put it there?
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like it went
It's
there.
on its own. Where do you see the rest of it?
I don't know. It's just, I'm not good at Legos.
I see.
This is a new phenomenon for me.
Well, what do you see as our like, I don't know, alternate travel assisting possibilities?
Well, we've looked at buying an electric vehicle that had some of the same features.
The Volkswagen ID Buzz.
Ooh.
It
has such a fancy name.
It does have a fancy name. There's no bathroom in it, and there's no kitchen in it, but you can just like use camping stuff. But like, you know, for at least like a place to like crash on the way to like a destination, that's nice. We looked at like renting houses on like Airbnb.
Not very accessible.
Yeah, you want to talk about that a little bit?
So when you look at Airbnb, they have lots of options to mark for accessible housing, but like they don't actually have one or any. There's like a couple every state. So we were looking at renting one for our wedding, and the like regular houses we can rent that have the same amenities are like $300 a night. The houses that we can rent that are accessible are like $650 a night.
Which I don't get. Like, I don't get why.
Ramps are expensive, but like not that expensive. Like, we're talking like a couple $1,000s, and you get your money back by, you know, more wheelchair users coming to stay at your place. We're not talking you should add an extra $1,000 a night to everyone's stay just because it has a ramp. So, not very fun. But the other thing is, like, if we wanted to just rent a place for the two of us, we'd still need to stay at like a $650 place because they're assuming it's a place for someone that is bringing a big family and their grandma. We're not.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've got, like, some grandma parts to my personality.
Me too.
I think bingo's kind of fun, and I do enjoy a high tea now and then, but I don't think that I am bringing, like, 15 grandkids with me anywhere I go.
Darn it. Wait, we don't have 15 grandkids?
I know. What a tragedy.
Well, I do see this as a tragedy.
I love you so much.
So, what do you see are, like...
Options are?
Yeah, what do you think they are?
You want, like, my dream option, or do you want, like, options, or do you want, like, my, like, you know, down-to-earth realism option?
Let's start with dreams.
Okay, my dream option is that, like, we could just, like... that we could, buy, like, a big enough... but, like, you know, not as big as our normal house, but, like, you know, big enough to deal with for a couple months. House, like, in Florida. And just, like, live there in the winter.
And Airbnb it.
And Airbnb it in the summer when we, like, can't live there and when, like, people actually want to travel anyway.
We could do that, probably. That would actually probably be a good option. I'm just gonna let you build, because I have no idea what's happening.
Oh, no.
I'm totally lost in this direction. How do you know that?
Because it goes in... because this looks like that, and then this looks like not that. So we must be in the transient state between these two spots.
Okay.
You know, we could try finding a house we could rent, but the problem is that every time we look for a house down there that we could rent, that's accessible, and like where we would want it to be, it's like
$4 million.
$1 million to rent for like a couple months, and that's obviously not.
We're picky. Maybe one day we'll get a house tour. Probably not in the next 5 years, because we have a lot of work to do in our house, and I don't believe in unfinished things.
You don't believe in unfinished things, but also because of ADD you're bad at finishing things.
I don't finish anything.
It's a curse.
It's a big curse.
But I love you regardless. But obviously your parents never sent you to finishing school.
My parents did not send me to finishing school. How'd you know?
Because you're bad at finishing things.
Oh!
You know when feeling starts to come back to your leg?
It hurts so bad.
It's the worst. I know, and your leg starts like, kind of like, wanting to like fall off.
I can't
That's where I'm at
see.
right now.
The problem with you doing it like this is I can't actually see any of the directions.
Oh, well.
You keep blocking them with your hand.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do the next stuff.
I can't feel mine either. We're too old for this table.
We want to just move.
Yes and no. Keep going. Build a Lego. Come on.
Oh, okay. I thought you were building because you were touching.
No,
all the pieces.
no. I was just sorting.
Wait, were you not doing anything the whole time?
No, I sorted things into categories so I could find them easier.
Okay.
For myself.
It's so Jane. I love you.
I was not building anything.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought I was talking while you were doing.
No, I wasn't doing anything. You have the directions and you're covering them.
And we'd already finished this part.
How do I know that?
Because it looks like this picture.
But you didn't tell me. This is so hard. We don't do anymore. This is not a group activity.
Not a group activity.
Nope.
We do private Legos now.
Private Legos only.
I mean, because I guess, like, here's the thing. Is, like, yeah, like, buying a house somewhere and renting it out doesn't, like, let us take said house to a lot of places.
It's true. But it does
But
let
how
us go to Disney World.
Yeah, and how many places would we actually want to stay, like, that long in succession? But yeah, like, I don't know if there's anywhere else that we'd want to, like...
I disagree.
Go, okay, where do you think we would go and, like, stay for that long?
I have no idea, but I want to go to places for a week or two.
Well, I think a week is fine, but we could also, like... I think we could afford, like...
Nope.
I mean, we could at least find a hotel room for a week.
Nope.
That's level. We don't think we could find a hotel room in the U.S. for a week.
I mean, we could. It's just expensive.
But is it more expensive?
Oh, I can't feel my leg.
Oh no. Is it more expensive than like a, $600,000 house on wheels?
Who knows? I think we just need to win the lottery.
Win the lottery so we can travel?
Or become famous on YouTube. Hurry up,
Or
YouTube.
yeah, come on YouTube, pay for us to show you cool places. Because, I mean, we're only worrying right now because we don't have money to go everywhere. If we had money to go everywhere, we could, like, show you the
world.
accessible things to do in, like, all around the world. I mean, that would be dope, right?
Yep.
So, get on that.
Get on that algorithm.
Yeah, get on that algorithm. Subscribe to this channel and the weird stuff that we make.
We'll get more exciting.
We'll get more excited. I mean, well, the reality, too, is I think, like, we're gonna make a bunch of content on my honeymoon and stuff, too. So, that'll be a little more exciting.
No, I'm just saying. YouTube algorithm, do your job, and we'll become cooler.
It's true. It's true.
So hit that subscribe button and like us for more videos every Sunday at 6 o'clock or sometime right after. Where would you like to see us travel?
Ooh, yeah, tell us.
Yeah, where should we go?
Mm-hmm.
We'll review it and see if it's accessible.
You know, if you actually are enjoying doing the organizing, at the top of each box it tells you the pieces I'm gonna need.
I'm not there yet.
You're not there yet? Okay.
But if you tell me where,
I feel like you're like the warehouse employee at Legoing.
that's what's happening.
Hey, everyone needs logistics support sometimes.
I am a great logistics provider. We're laughing because I knocked a bag off the
The
table.
old bag off the table, yeah.
I blew and I blew and I knocked the bag down.
Yeah, you're really prepared for this new last name, huh?
I huffed and I puffed and I became a wolf.
You're the huff and puff for it, huh?
I guess so.
What were you huffing and puffing?
Oh no. Here's that piece.
Is there something that you have to tell me about, honey?
Nope. I don't know what
Is
you're
that-
talking
Is
about.
that where our clue's been going?
We don't have glue. What
Exactly.
are you talking about? This video is just gonna be a series of Charlotte zooming into my face as I'm in pain.
I don't do that to you.
You can do that to me.
I sometimes do that when you snore or laugh.
You can just like full on zoom in. Make fun of me, it's fine.
Look at my partner in pain. That's
Look at-
gonna get us. I feel like that's more TikTok than YouTube.
I'm new.
Yeah, she's new to TikTok. Are you gonna make a TikTok?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think like my humor would work for TikTok.
We'll find out. Because I'm
Also-
gonna put you on TikTok. Hey, it's starting to kind of look like a car.
It is looking like a car. Look at that.
Car.
Car.
Maybe a car.
I like Legos because they're like, they feel just enough like actual modeling that I feel like, I'm like doing a thing. But they're also like way less difficult than actual modeling, so I don't feel like I'm failing at a thing. I mean, we have to build a brand, we might as well talk about it.
I don't know. How do you build a brand? I mean, I
You
know.
literally went to school in that.
I know I
If
did.
anyone knows, it's you.
I know.
Teach me. How do we build a brand? How do we,
Oh.
once we have 9 subscribers now. One of those is me, and one of those is you, so thank you to the other 7 people. Hi, Quentin, I know you're one of them other people. I don't know who you are, but thank you. I don't know why you find this enjoyable, but I'm glad that you do. And also, any of you people who are listening who have ideas or things that you'd like to watch us do, or just, like, watch us humiliate ourselves on camera, or, like, you know, struggling, maybe, I don't know, maybe really awkwardly relatable, but whatever reason you enjoy us, tell us.
Hey, look,
there's comments.
I built a thing.
You built a thing.
I did not follow any directions.
But you built something, and you know what? That is,
I put it on my nose.
accomplishment. You did put it on your nose, and I'm proud of you. I love you so much. Your
So
style is not chaotic at all. Every time I change anything on our Sims, you're like, no, that is not orderly enough for me. Please fix it. What do you mean they're not going to work? They're going to work.
It's true.
You're like a tiger mom for your Sims. You won't let them near water because they'll drown. You know?
It's true. I am the opposite of Greystone Plays. My Sims all live.
Oh my god, I think those were like the first YouTube videos we ever really got into watching together.
My Sims all live. Hey, this is looking like a car.
So you
I
can't
looked
make
away
one.
for a little while.
You looked away for a little while.
And now there's
it's
like a car. I think we're gonna stop at the car.
Okay.
Car.
Car.
Is this gonna be content? Like,
Yeah. Surprisingly, somehow this turns into content. Don't know how, but like, we're funny just enough to get a video out of it.
I'm bored.
I know you are, that's why.
That's why we're stopping at the car and saying that we're stopping at the car since our RV dreams are crushed.
Our RV dreams have been crushed. But, you know, I mean, we have been still talking about, you know, having
Oh
not the same.
no. I broke something. I got it.
You actually need to.
Got it.
ADD folks.
Can I put them on yet?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I don't think like the directions tell you to, but like I'm fine with the car rolling around a little bit while I'm doing this. They probably have you put it on last so it doesn't roll around, but I don't really care.
Look.
You're so cute. I love your like just unbridled joy.
It's a car. It's a
It is
car. It moves.
It does move.
We should go get ice cream.
Okay.
Because I haven't worked on my paper yet today.
Yeah, so what you need is to go get ice cream.
Yeah.
Instead of working on your paper.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Attention deficit disorder at its finest, folks.
It's due tomorrow, so
It
like,
is due tomorrow.
I have plenty of time. Okay. This is starting to look like a car.
It is. It's super cute.
This is instead what we're getting because we can't afford an RV. Oh no.
So we made a little virtual car, and even that car falls apart. It requires maintenance.
All right. Here's a car.
Mm-hmm.
Look how cute our car is.
Yep.
And this is all we're ever going to be able to afford.
Yep. So, you know, we were gonna build a cute trailer for the car. It was gonna have a cute awning.
And then we were maybe gonna dream about having one in real life.
Uh-huh.
Let's just kind of.
Yeah, we were kind of like
Yeah.
live vicariously through this Lego, but, unfortunately,
As life taught us.
dreams get crushed.
Or we'll figure it out one day. Maybe one day we'll be back on this channel saying, check out our cool RV.
And the second half of the Lego.
So if one day you see a trailer RV be built, you know we bought a real one. Until then, so long.
So long.
Remember, subscribe to our channel so that we can live our dreams and have a real RV.
And you can come with them. Come with them. Come with us.
Come with us.
Join us on the dreams.
Boo!